So this is going to be my fourth C# tutorial, and what this tutorial is going to be on is the topic about, hold on, train of thought lost. Yes, files. If you remember from the first tutorial, we've got the system IO, and what the system IO does is it's the file manager. It's the file directory. It's how you manipulate it. And so what happens is how you start getting working with files is you can either A, allow users to open their own files, or B, create your own files. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about how you create INI files, how you can create all this other crazy stuff. All I'm going to really go on right now is how you can read files, write files, and use files. So, let's get started, shall we? So, we like this button. We like this. But it's not really needed right now. So let's just name it read string. Just because. Now, what we can do is we can create this larger. And we can go ahead and add we can spread this out a little bit. Oh, not click. So now what we can do is we can add a thing called a rich text box. Like rich text boxes when I'm working with these things. And then we're going to add another button called going to be called open file. And we're going to call this one save file. So, let's double click on this. I'm guessing you guys know this. And we're going to want to go ahead and this is one thing I didn't really talk about. Whenever you have something like one of these actions, you could use it as a variable. You just have to do this thing and it's like defines it. So we're going to want to say open file dialog. Open is equal to new open file dialog, and then empty parameters and semicolon. Now the reason why empty parameters is, as you can see, there's nothing in the parameters for this. So I could do dialog open file dialog, and there's nothing in it. Semicolon. Now, open dot, since open is now an open file dialog, open dot, we don't really need to set a filter because it's not really needed. Open dot show dialog. Now, this is a very, very, very messy way of dealing with open file dialog because it's very, 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 very problematic. I don't really want to go into how you properly do this because I haven't talked about if-then statements or if-else statements or try statements. So yeah, well, I could do the if-then statements now. So what you're going to want to do is say if open file dialog is equal to dialog result. Okay. Probably looking at me like, lol, what the frick? and I would not be surprised if you did. If you've had any other experience with programming, you'll know that the if statement is going to be testing something. The if is going to be located in between these parameters, or these parentheses. Oops. And inside of those is going to be what we're trying to look. Now, what these two equal signs means is a comparing. It's a comparing thing. As you can see in defining these variables, the 1 is going to be setting variables. 3, I'm not going to go into this at all, is going to be exactly equal to, which means that this isn't needed at all for, it's wouldn't work, but it's like exactly equal to. I really haven't found a use for it yet. I might talk to you guys about it later. But as you can see, open file dialog, it's going to locate it, and when it shows a dialog, it auto freezes the form. Then when you click OK, it comes back, so it says if the open show file dialog is compared, so if it is equal to, if its result was equal to dialog result OK, which means if you click the OK button. If I didn't have this, I could click the cancel button and it wouldn't think about it, and it would try to call the file name of this and try to read it, and it's going to come up as null, and it's going to come up as some random stuff. So what you can do from here is you have file, which is located in the IO directory, and if you really wanted to get stuff, system.io.file, but it's kind of annoying to do. I'm just going to do file. File dot, this is where you can get all your file stuff. So let's go ahead and say read all text. Read all text is going to be in the parameters string path. So what we want, oh, I don't know, open dot file name. Now, yip-de-doo, we got file dot read all text open file. So right now we read all the stuff. Great for us. But where is this all stored? I'll tell you where. Nowhere that I can find. It really is stored nowhere. It just reads it and that's it. So what we're going to want to make is a string variable. A string read is equal to file read all text. And now from there we can say rich text box 1 dot text is now equal to read. And the reason why I'm not going over all this rich text box text is equal to stuff is because you really know how to set variables and stuff already, and dot text is really just a variable, so you can set it to that. Now let's just test this out. Let's open up the file. As you can see, it comes up with this open file dialog. Let's scroll down and find a file that would work. Like, I don't know. Final, I don't know. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Where'd it go? Oh, right. Let's open up file, final, and as you can see, it loads up whatever was in there. So now we open the file again. Let's select one that's a little bit bigger. So this is going to be our new thing, and this is going to be like we opened our file, yay. So what happens when we save file? Nothing. Let's fix that. Now another way you can do things is you can try. Now trying is very, very needed because there's always going to be that one person who for some reason their computer won't let them and the program just freezes up and it's really bad. So from here we can say try, which is a thing, try, then we have our curly Q, then catch, exception X, and we got our exception now. So from here, try, we can import, we can use our code, so file.delete. Then we can say our string path is going to be open. Oh. See, this is why I don't like declaring things in itself, because you can't use them anywhere else. So I'm going to make them global by posting them in here. And I use that. Final delete open dot file name. Then I want to say file dot write all text. And now this has two parameters, arguments. We haven't really talked about that, like how we can have more than one, other than the text box. But string path is going to be still open.file name. And then string contents is going to be rich textbox1.text. And now what this catch is going to do is say, hey, if there was an exception, if there was something wrong, we're going to want to say message box.show. That's not how you spell show. Error plus, and then we're going to say x dot, what's it called? X dot message. Let's just say. So now what this is going to do is if we do find an error, say it's open in another progress, it's going to say error space, and then it's going to tell us exactly what the error is, so they know what happened. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's open up, I don't even know. I don't really know what I want to open up. Let's open up this weird file, like a D3D file or something, where you can actually see stuff. Whatever. Okay. So, oh, look at that, Blender. So this is going to be a object file. So why don't we go ahead and edit a few things? We can say, haha, I don't want to mess up my program, so I'm going to put the comment for this. I guess that's it. So I can say all this stuff. So now we have this huge line of text. We're going to save. Yeah, just saved it. Save. So now if we reopen, oh, hey, when that happened. Okay, back up. Here we are. Can open it back up. Now we just open the file we had. Now go back to what we edited, and there it is. So it saved it to the file, and now I'm just going to delete that so it doesn't corrupt the file in any way. So I saved the file again. Now if we reopen that file, it's not going to have that. See? Okay, so that's pretty much file manipulation, variable setting, and yeah, just playing around with some cool stuff. And this in itself is a lot of software, just opening files, text, editing the text, and saving them. It's pretty much the same thing. So, thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe.